Hi Vera, it's great seeing you, and you're looking at a new grip where the shaft is diagonally across the fingers and the heel pad, whether you can put anything on there, where the heel pad of your left hand folds down on top of the handle, and that gives you a lot more support, a lot more power. Also, you had an interlocking grip, and we've changed it to an overlapping grip. Very important. I want you to use the stick too a lot, please, to practice speed. So you're showing more. That's beautiful, looking at it from underneath. Now you're only showing 2 knuckles of the left hand, which is good. Up here, that's very good. And the right hand thumb is at 11 o'clock and the left thumb is at 1 o'clock. So it's very good position indeed there. Both V's are pointing more towards your right shoulder. You had a very strong left hand grip, which was very bad indeed, Vera. We just showed you the overlap grip. That's perfect. Very, very nice indeed. What we're doing here is pointing the palms to the sky. This is getting the handle in the same position shaft. I'm squeezing your heel pad of left hand, and you put your hand down on the handle. It gives you so much power and control. See? That right hand is wrapping around very, very nicely now. Thumb, as you noticed, was at 1 o'clock. Right thumb is at 11 o'clock. Now I've got you setting the wrist up again from underneath with an overlap grip. The overlap grip is much better for you because you have 9 fingers on the handle now with the interlock, and you've got good hands. You don't have little baby hands. Perfect hands for golf. You now have 9 fingers on the handle. Remember, I want you to practice a lot, strengthening your hands, please. You've got a new device here. Now I've got your knees a lot wider, which is very good. I've got your feet pointing out just a little, which is very good, your toes. So you had your knees very, very close together. So that's a great position. Really, really good indeed. Now this drill I want you to do a lot of. Shaft across your shoulders, knees wide, pulling back with the right shoulder. Remember, any great athletic motion is a pulling force. So you're pulling back with the right side. That right shoulder is loading to 90 degrees. Very little knee action. By holding your knees still, Vera, you're creating core tension. You're creating power. Now you're moving your left knee first, bumping your hip just a little bit, which you never did before. You're keeping your right heel on the ground. Your weight is going to the left heel on the way down. And you'll notice as you go through, the heel is still on the ground. Now you're going to release it. And you'll see how you turn your head as you follow through. Now that's a very, very good position indeed, thank you. Beautiful. So the weight transfer is right heel to left heel. Now you'll notice here you have your knees slightly flexed. We don't want to bend in too much. You're turning your right shoulder. Very little knee motion and head staying on top of the ball. You were told to sway off the ball before, and I do not want you to do that at all. So the head is very still over the ball. It might move just a little, but not too much. That's your head I'm talking about. Right? Right, now you're driving your left knee down and through the shot. Right, you're sitting down nicely, heel comes off the ground. Now, we are exaggerating your head down the line and the follow through. The reason is that you had this arch back. Now you'll notice here on the downswing, the backswing, your right elbow is not flying anymore. See the right elbow is pointing downward, and I'm going to force your left arm towards your body on the downswing. That's very good indeed. I mean, you had a right elbow flying, right elbow jamming. I mean, that's beautiful down the line. Right. Now remember, taking it back with the right shoulder, nice wide arc. We talked a lot about the lifeline, pushing the lifeline against your left thumb. You're downloading beautifully. That means you're reversing your wrist, and you'll see that's getting a lot better. What we're working a lot on, and Jim's going to help you a lot with that, is rehinging the wrist and not rolling it. See? Yeah. And then we talked about knuckles to the ground for a little while. If you get that right, that's very important indeed. Your head's moved down the line beautifully. Right, what you did there was you set the wrist in front of you and then you started swinging back, which is good. Now remember that left wrist is okay there, but don't cup it anymore. Don't open it up too much. Be careful. Yeah, you see, coming across the ball a little bit. Jim, we've got to work a lot more on the left arm being closer on the way down. See? That might be the big deal when you work with Vera. Now this back of your left hand under your right arm stops you from jamming your right elbow. Yeah, you're downloading the right wrist. That's beautiful. See? You can't get a circle. Now you see your wrist is very lazy. You must rehinge it. Two things, Jim. That right wrist, as you know, has got to rehinge much, much faster. It rehinges, but the ball is gone. Beautiful balance there. Does it take good that you got there?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Now this drill here is the top of your right hand, and your right hand is on top of your left arm. Now you see how you're blocking out, the elbow doesn't fold at all. You've got to really fold the left elbow, please. Right here, see? It's very, very lazy. You don't realize that elbow must really bend a lot earlier. You've never been taught that, that's why, Vera, so don't worry, please, dear. Right, now we're practicing with two hands. Big right shoulder turn, nice wide arc. Your left arm sometimes gets a little bit too tight. It's very good there. Now you're dropping the left arm down, back to the hole. Right. And then right knee is perfect. And the release is very, very slow. That means rehinging the right wrist and folding the left elbow. Right. And every now and again, Vera, you straighten your left knee a little bit. That left knee must be soft. Right, be very careful with that, please. Right, here I'm doing a drill where I'm pulling down with the left arm, putting the left arm down and holding your back to the hole. This is called hitting the ball with your back to the hole and creating core tension and power. You've been taught to cover the ball with your right shoulder early, which is crazy. Any athletic motion we call a weight hit or a late hit, and that's beautiful. Just hold it. Vera? This delay here is a late hit where you've got to keep your back to the hole and drop your left arm down. And this makes the club head delay a lot more